Hi friends, good morning. This is Vineet Pandey and you can see the beautiful scenery behind me. Well, Robert Frost said, words are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. So I know this that after the exam of 22nd of January, which most of the students, not mine, but most of the students are telling that it's a disastrous thing. I am required to tell you about the exam paper and the nature how it was. Moreover, I'm enjoying my holidays here and I'm getting regular calls even just after the exam. People have started calling me to talk about the paper, how to go for the next attempt, how to study this and that. So I'll be answering you certain repeated questions asked by maximum students and I'll tell you about the nature of the paper. This video is being watched by my students also, those who are in my class, those who are my previous students and those who are in my online group, like 140 students in online group. Guys, I'm going to tell you that how I guided you for a paper and how you're supposed to study. So we have paper third, which is like supposed to be disastrous one, as the people they said. The very first question, they're talking about diasporic writers. Here I take my responsibility that I just guided about Hanif Qureshi, but I could not teach for Beryl and Timothy and Sam Sullivan. I didn't teach them. So guys, if you didn't answer that question, I tell you using my experience of 6th NET and double JRF that this question was not that tough, but actually the writers were not canonical. Then question 2, it's simply talking about a theoretical use of language. It's dealing with Russian formalism and formalism, author god structure. So for this thing you are supposed to study Russian formalism and formalism. Question number 3, way of the world. All of my students, those who are watching me right now, do you remember I told you that way of the world is very important because the last 8 exams they have asked way of the world for 7 times. Telling you again, William Congre's Way of the World is a must-read book because they always ask a question. This is a must-read because it represents the best of restoration. Then we have magazines. If you remember, the online students, I solved a paper of previous years and we were solving. I guided you about a magazine, the English Review, the Blast and the Egoist. So if 3 of them, and in fact the 4th one also, Harriet Monroe's, I have guided these things. So if you have done the audio lectures properly, if you have studied themselves in class, you are supposed to answer this. It's an easy question. Then, Cowley's Rhyme of Ancient Mariner. We have studied this. I have given you the detailed notes and audio. So this is again an easy question for me. Comprehensial Output Hypothesis. Yeah, this is by M.A.K. Halliday and I could not teach that because we were dealing with Stephen Krashen and option D, Gertrude Bach. But I couldn't teach this one. So I take my responsibility that I didn't teach your 6th question. Question number 7, Tristram Shandy. Remember, I told you always that it is very easy and very important because Tristram Shandy is the first modern novel. So if you remember my words, you're supposed to answer this. Then Mother Courage. Didn't I tell you that the German writer Bertolt Brecht is very important and Mother Courage is very important book? Obviously. Then Gustave Flaubert, Madame Bovary. Students, do you remember in online lecture I gave you a lecture on Madame Bovary? This is very important and you're supposed to answer this. Then we have 6 C.S. Lakshmi. Remember the Indian writers in translation? I told you about a famous writer Ambai. Again you are supposed to answer this thing. I'm telling you that this is an easy paper for you. Then Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Friends, do you remember that Elizabeth Barrett Browning we have done in class and I told you that sonnet from Portuguese were the personal sonnets written for Browning but it got published by the request of Browning when his husband requested. Then Story of My Experiment with Truth. All you students, those who were in my class, I told you that they never ask a question from Mahatma Gandhi, but still remember, if they ask a question from Mahatma Gandhi, they'll use 2 books. Sarvodaya, which is based on John Ruskin's Unto This Last, and My Experiment with Truth. So it's an easy question for you guys. That's what, it's easy. Then we go for the question, morpheme, phoneme, grapheme. Yeah, my fault is that I didn't teach you the option grapheme. Rest of the thing we have done. Nunu Ego is a character. Remember I told you to read the H-Base Anthils of Savannah. In fact, I told you that H-Base most important writer, read all. Then I told you Chimananda Ngozi Adichie, Half a Yellow Sun. And I told you this is very important. In fact, in the last days I told you that do not miss these writers. And Buchi Michita's Joy of Motherhood and Ben Okri, The Famous Road. So all the books were told to you as most important books. So it means I did my job, you're supposed to answer this. Again, it's an easy question. Then we have the match the following. Here I taught you about code switching and pragmatics, but those 2 options I didn't teach, so I take my responsibility. Question number 16, Keats' Autumn. You remember when I was reciting the poem Autumn while teaching you in the class and the online student, I told you that this is the beauty of a writer, that the autumn has become beautiful. in the very opening line, Keats says, "Where are the songs of spring? Where are they? Think not of them. Thou hast thy music too." This is how I'm telling you. This is an easy question, easy paper. Heteroglossia. A student from Himachal told me that the very first lecture I taught him was heteroglossia. It's very important. I gave you the, in fact, the students, those who got the notes in class, the very first word is heteroglossia there. Then Ulysses, I told you Ulysses, very, very important. They'll talk about the characters. Then we have 4 options. I told you Harold Pinter's Caretaker and The Room are very, very important book. Do not miss them. So if you are following my advice blindly, you are qualifying this, and this is question number 19, where I have taken responsibility of 2 questions, means 17 are still easy questions for you after 19. Question number 20. This is simply the word universal monarch of wit used for John Donne. We have done John Donne in detail, so you're supposed to answer this. Then A.D. Hope. A.D. Hope is known for a poem Australia, and I told you that you have to study A.D. Hope's Australia and Book of Answers. We have done Australian writers in online classes and in regular classes. You're supposed to answer this too. This is again easy question. Then we have the match the following, the people, those who, okay, that's a very easy question, guys. You remember? Do you remember I taught you this? Basic English, and I told you that Ogden and I.A. Richards, in fact I.A. Richards promoted the use of this English in the School of China. Again an easy question for all of you from class and the online class. Then the very famous question, question number 23. I take the responsibility because I didn't even imagine that they'll be asking about these unknown writers, so my fault. Now there are 23 questions, I have taken responsibility of 3 questions. Rest are very known. Question number 24. Easiest writer, easiest books, match the following. We have done Anita Desai, we have done Nayanthara Sehgal, we have done Arun Joshi, Kamala Markandeya, everything has been done in class. Then we have match the following, write the chronological sequence. We have done, guys, Sister Carrie. Then I told you Great Gatsby is a must read, Beloved is a must read, American Pastor is a must read. Then question number 26. We have done Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels when we were dealing with Michel Hart and Antonin Negri's question of empiricism. We have done this in online class, the Marxist study of theoretical study and Marxism. We have done this in class. This is again an easy question. Then J.M. Coetzee, I told you, is very, very important. And the next question, 27, is from J.M. Coetzee. Again, an easy question for all of you. Then question number 28, T.S. Eliot, used by Anita Desai. Didn't you remember I told you Bert Norton is very important, and presently in the last 2 to 3 NET exam, they have been putting questions from Bert Norton. So this is how I'm telling you the very easy question paper. Anyway, because I know that I don't have to prove myself, I'm going on, and you people, those who have studied my classes and seen, they are watching. So if you are following, if you're following me blindly, I can give you net. I give you a guarantee. Just follow me blindly, give me your hard work, I'll give you net. Now, how we are helping those who cannot come to my class. See, you join us in Delhi, that's amazing thing. That's the best thing, you come to the class, because I have become damn good in my class. But I understand that a lot of people, those who are working, those who have jobs, those who are married and in handling the family. In fact, many of you have the gap of 10 to 15 years. So I know that it's not easy to come to the class. Guys, for you people, I have started an online class. Earlier it was an experiment and I was expecting only 15 to 20 students, but then I got 140 students. This time we are promoting this. I suggest you to join me for the online class. Now the questions which are supposedly asked by the students about the online class, I'm going to answer these questions one by one. Like generally, they ask, what is this? Dear guys, those who belong to the state universities and don't have access to the latest writers, access to the literary theories, access to the latest books like culture studies, translation theories, I provide you the lectures in a very systematic way. You will get the lectures from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every lecture will consist of a topic, will complete the topic. After topic completion, you people are allowed to ask questions. Every student will get the individual response through audio lectures. So means the way I'm speaking right now, I'll speak about a topic, I'll tell you about that, what is this topic, then what are the questions asked in NET exam, how you should study this, and if you find problem, then another way of reading the same topic. This is how I answer your queries. Then how it is good for you people. See, those who are appearing in NET exam, the most common problem that comes to you is that questions are not even heard by you. It is not that you know the question but you were not able to answer. You find the names, you find the books totally unknown, like out of the world. It's just because you people were not given the proper facilities, opportunities to study the latest literature, latest things, and most important question and pattern. For example, people, most of the students are blindly following the pattern of UGC. UGC has given a syllabus. I do not doubt Honorable UGC, but UGC hasn't updated its syllabus yet. If you see and find out the paper pattern in UGC, they are still showing that the paper 3 is descriptive, while the change has been done in 2012 June. So if UGC is not updating its own syllabus pattern, how can you rely upon the latest syllabus given by the UGC? That's the reason you're supposed to just study a lot of things. Then, how we are going to help you? In online group, we give you PDF books also. PDF books are the authentic books. We give you the David Deitch's book, we give you the theoretical books, we give you books on feminism, we give you 100 articles, 100 best lines, famous writers. But if you're looking for the proper notes and the well arranged notes, I suggest you can join me for my online course, and I provide the personal notes also. All you have to do is remember my number. It is 85870 All you have to do is just give me a call. Sometimes I don't answer the call. Just give me a text. Type in WhatsApp. In my notes, you'll be getting everything which is prepared by me when I was studying for my own exam. When I was studying as a student, I have prepared my notes. So everything is mentioned there. In fact, I keep updating these things. Moreover, the benefit is that once you order for the class and the notes, you join me for the correspondence, including online and the notes. The best thing is you are connected to me forever. So it is not that after 6 months you are a stranger to me. After every exam, if we find updation, I'll mail you these things, updated notes, free of cost. You don't have to do that. You join online coaching, you study, and if you don't qualify by some marks, next 6 months are given to you again in a very small, meager amount, renewal fee, which is 2,000 for next 6 months. 2,000 for next 6 months. So all you have to do is remember this thing. Then the next people, they ask a question that, are we going to get personal attention? Friends, see, it is technically impossible for me to give personal attention to all of you immediately, but you all use WhatsApp. All you have to do is, once I'm done with this once I have completed the topic, just drop your question with your name. Maybe after 1 hour, after 3 hours, after 4 hours, but I'll definitely answer, that's a promise. So in a way, personal attention is given. Now I request you all, those who are working women, married women, because in my group maximum girls are there, and they tell me that while working in kitchen, my audios, they help them to study. They use the headphones, they keep working, cooking, and they keep updating. Many of the students, they told me that they go for morning walk hearing my lectures. So this is how you have to be prepared. We are going to deal with the latest syllabus, we'll complete it, and then once we are done with the syllabus, I say 1 month for the paper solving, UGC NET paper solving. Now my first batch of online is going to be started from 10th of Feb. Do not miss first class. Try to register yourself before 10th of Feb. On the very first class, I'll be giving you the detailed analysis of this paper. Now, those who are not able to join me on 10th of Feb or you get late, you don't have to worry. We have all the audio lectures stored, and I'll send it to you with the date and order, so you can arrange it once again. The best thing is all these lectures get stored in your memory card, and it is very easy to you to go for these lectures and listen them again, revise them again. So I suggest you once again, UGC NET is not that tough. It is just a smart work, and remember, the authentic material, the authentic guidance, and your hard work. NET is just a game. It's very easy. If I, Vineet Pandey, can qualify NET for 6 times, don't you think 6 times is a really big thing? Yeah, I'm appearing in the general category. I'm going for these NET and all. 6 time NET, then 2 JRF. This is all India record, double JRF in English literature in general category as a record. And then I'm topper of 8 states. So I think if I can do, I belong to small towns, small schools, government sector things. If I can do that, you can do that. And this is my task, to bring you out of the darkness. I want you all to come to the mainstream. I want you all to qualify NET, to get good jobs, and to earn and to get settled for the betterment of our society. Thank you very much, friend. Hope you enjoyed the beautiful scenery there. Thank you very much. Thank you, cameraman. Thank you.